Will secured a playoff berth with a 124-104 victory over the Pacers, despite missing Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels, Ayo Dosunmu led all scorers with 24 points and added 5 boards himself. Meanwhile, in the West, the Rockets stormed back from a 21-point deficit to beat the Suns, 119-105. Kevin Durant led the way with 24 points. The win marks Houston's largest comeback of the season and extends their streak to 7 consecutive victories. Every team in the West, top 6 at least, have clinched a spot in the playoffs. The Lakers hold the tiebreaker over the Rockets, and they are currently 4th in the West. On DraftKings, the Rockets have better odds of winning the finals over the Wolves. Obviously, we have to wait and see how and when Ant returns, but assuming both he and Kevin Durant are fully healthy, that is what we will go off here. So, Wendy, who would you rather have right now in the playoffs? Would it be Anthony Edwards or Kevin Durant?
Yeah, the key word there is right now, right? Because Kevin Durant's a 2-time Finals MVP. So we're not talking about legacy historically, right? As in 2026 playoffs, I think it's Ant Edwards. I don't even really think it's a debate. Ant Edwards, he doesn't always play elite defense, but he can be an elite defensive player. He has proven that he can be an absolute difference maker in a playoff series. In fact, Durant played against Ant 2 years ago in the playoffs.
He got killed
when he was in Phoenix. And I don't think Durant played poorly in that series, Stephen A., but Ant played awesome. I know he went 36-40 the last 2 games of that series where he pretty much took out the entire Suns. They haven't been back to the playoffs since. Durant wasn't in the playoffs last year. The sad fact is, and I almost hesitate to bring this up because I'm a big believer in Durant, and I will defend his importance to those championships in the Warriors till I turn blue in the face. And this is an asterisk-filled statement. Durant has won 1 playoff series since he left
Brooklyn.
Golden State.
Oh, Golden State, I'm sorry.
He won 1 in Brooklyn. And I there's injuries and all kinds of things happen, but Ant's won 4 playoff series the last 2 years. So I honestly think, it's got to be Ant.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you on that. First off, he would have won more than 1 playoff series if his foot wasn't too big because he hit the line on that 3-pointer that would have beaten the Bucks the one year that they didn't have Harden or Kyrie, and he had to carry the team by himself. Ant's 2-8 in conference finals. He was completely outplayed. He was not the star. God. Well, you're asking me to make a case, man. Make a case. 2-8, outplayed by Doncic when the Mavericks took care of him. Outplayed by Shea when they took care of him. Not a factor in really either of those series. They were down 3-0 to the Mavericks before they won a game, and they were down 2-0. They won an easy game, and they got blown out in games 4 and 5. Now, listen, I get the age, and I get that. And Durant's been a long time. We'll find out now about Durant because he's going to have to make all these pressure shots because they don't have any offense because they need him to score, Houston. They do. They showed it last year. They don't have a closer. Durant's going to be their closer. So I think this year we're going to find that out if Durant was he 36, Brian? 36? Is that what he is? Durant?
37.
37. Right. We're going to find out at 37 if he still has it. But if you're asking me right now, if I had to take one guy, and they're both in similar spots, I'm going to take Durant at 37.
Being the historian that you are, I want you to sit back and take notes. Listen and learn.
I'm ready. I get my pen out.
Listen and learn. Actually, these are not things you can write down.
Oh, I can't write.
Okay, but I want you to listen and learn. First things first. Number one, I do Mad Dog, my show on Mad Dog Sports Radio every weekday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a couple of callers that I banned from my show because they call up to try to imitate him. And they try to bring up everybody from George Mikan, the Wilt Chamberlain, and everybody else, and Bob Cousy, and Havlicek, and all. I'm like, excuse me, 50 years ago, could you come to the modern times, okay? When we look at Ant-Man, I got 2 favorite players in the league. It's Steph Curry and it's Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Love him. Just love him. I'd give anything to see him in the NBA Finals on a big stage because the brother is all world, okay? Back-to-back Western Conference Finals. Doggy, the man has been in 6 playoff series, his last 6 playoff series. He's taken on Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Nikola Jokic, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Luka Doncic twice, Steph Curry, and SGA. He's won 4 of those 6 series. 4. And it's been the back-to-back Western Conference Finals. This year, he's averaging a career-high 28.9 points, 3rd in the NBA, 49% shooting from the field, 56% in clutch time, career high 40% from three-point range. The brother is box office. Pay attention, my God. He is box office. Now we look at Kevin Durant. And this is where I'm with Wendy, because it gets very sensitive. I don't give a damn about me and Kevin Durant clapping back and forth from time to time. I love Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is one of the top 10 players all time, one of the elite players that has ever played this game. 7 feet tall, 7'6" wingspan, mid-range, long-range, handle. I mean, he's just a walking bucket. We know what he could bring. But here's where I'm looking directly at you, Mad Dog Russo. The ability to galvanize folks is something that we can't minimize, particularly in this day and age come playoff time. Ant-Man is a gravitational force. You just flow towards him, and you feed off of his energy. And yes, he's lost. It took an epic performance from Luka Doncic, which to me was not Ant-Man's shining moment. That series against Dallas, and Luka Doncic put on a show at his expense. That's true. But losing to a Jokic, there's no shame in that. It's Nikola Jokic. I'm saying to you, when you look at Ant-Man, look at this, losing to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm sorry. It's not just Shai. It was that defense of Oklahoma City, which was otherworldly last year. You look at Ant-Man and what he brings to the table and how he rises to the occasion in postseason time when he's going up against some of these guys. Like, yeah, let's go. It's me and you. They got to get help to help them against him. And unfortunately, he hasn't been able to rely on the likes of Rudy Gobert or Jaden Daniels or, Naz Reid or stuff like that, even though those are really good players. My point to you is that when I look at him and his youth and his youthful exuberance, along with his otherworldly skills, because they are otherworldly, and has improved his three-point shot to be a 40% three-point shooter, and the way he goes at it in the postseason, and the way he galvanizes troops around him, and being the gravitational force that he is, that's what Kevin Durant's lacking. See, Kevin Durant's going to give you your numbers. He's going to give you 25 to 30 a night. He can explode for 40 anytime he wants to. Kevin Durant is going to do his job. Kevin Durant is going to show you why there are levels to stardom, and he's the creme de la creme when it comes to stuff like that. But Ant-Man is that force that galvanizes. Kevin Durant is the kind of force that those stand around and spectate and watch. There's a difference. That's why I would want Ant-Man over Kevin. I know Kevin's going to do what he's going to do. I think Ant-Man is inspirational to get the cats around him to do a little bit more. And that is the difference in this day and age, in my opinion.
So hopefully Anthony Edwards is going to be fully healthy for the playoffs. He missed his 19th game. The Timberwolves did clinch a playoff spot with their win, and then the Phoenix loss. So we'll see how this all plays out down the stretch. This is our final ESPN Wednesday doubleheader of the regular season. Jalen Johnson, the Hawks, will play the first game of a home-and-home against Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs at 7 Eastern. Then Stephon Castle and the Red Hot Spurs host the Trailblazers. The NBA Countdown crew will tip off our coverage at 6:30 Eastern. All right, don't miss what Dog thinks is at stake for Rory McIlroy as he defends his Masters title. Also, we will tell you what is on the menu. Our Masters menu will be next. Doggy, let's go.
Yes, sir.
I got to
You have a whole video intro.
Hey,